So I'm playing around with my background. I felt last time it looked a little dull. So I have done a bit of research. And apparently you should be lighting up your background as well as lighting up you. So I have got quite the contraption behind me. I will show you on my phone. So if anything falls, God rest my soul. This is what this situation looks like. I am using a piano stool, a bin turned upside down, and a Hendrix lamp. If that falls, Jack is going to kill me. Anyway, hello, I'm Eloise and this is my channel. Am I really zoomed in? Hello, this is my face. Yeah, today's video, I've just decided right now, I've been toying with so many different ideas of what I wanted to film today. I thought prom makeup, festival makeup, bronzy summery makeup. So what I've decided to do today is a full face of affordable makeup, creating a bronze goddess summery look. If you want to see a festival look, comment down below and I can be sure to create that for you. But anyway, shall we get cracking? But before you start watching, make sure you give this video a huge thumbs up and subscribe and all that jazz. And if you're interested in seeing a full face bronzed goddess look using affordable makeup, then make sure you keep on watching. Okay, don't mind me while I crunch on a grape. I bloody love a grape. So good. So I think we're gonna start with the eyes today. I've been really loving starting with my eyes lately because I feel like when I do my eyes, I have to do a lot of raising my eyebrow to really get stuck in there. And if I've got my face on already, I feel like it creases my makeup even more. So, and I know, how crazy. Eloise has got her nails painted. I went away this weekend with Jack and I thought I would treat myself. If you're interested, I think this is an Essie colour. But yeah, I would have much preferred a nude, but I just don't have many nail varnishes. My sister used to be a nails tech and she used to have so many nail varnishes, but then she moved out, she took all her nail varnishes with her. How rude. So I've only got a select few now. So I am going to be using the Morphe Jaclyn Hill Vault collection, but really I'm only going to be using the Ring the Alarm one, which is more of the reddy toned ones. Please excuse me while I munch on my strawberry and grape collection. I'm trying to healthy eat, so I am gonna, first of all, I'm not obviously set to my base because I never do. So first of all, I am gonna take the shade Rush, which is that one there. And I'm taking a Zoeva 228 big fluffy brush. And I'm just gonna pop that into the crease. So while I'm doing my makeup, I'm just gonna chat away to you and tell you about my weekend and what I've been up to. I feel like I haven't filmed in such a long time, so let's get ready together. So what have I been up to? So this weekend just gone, I took Jack away to Norfolk. I got an Airbnb, which I bloody love Airbnb because for how much you pay, it's just such good value. I got this beautiful apartment, like bungalow thing, and it had a hot tub, which was my main attraction because Jack's always wanted to go away and have a hot tub. Yeah, so I took him to Norfolk and I am terrible because I always book somewhere and never really think about where I'm going or have any plans in mind. I just try and wing it when I get there. So where we were was basically nowhere near anything that was good. We were near Great Yarmouth, which if you live in Great Yarmouth, that's great, but it wasn't really our vibe. It was more like a seaside town, so like kiddie rides and stuff like that. So we ended up going to, well, the first night we made homemade pizzas. They were bloody divine. If you're interested in my recipe, then holler at me and I can give it to you. Bloody fantastic. And so, do you know what? So much tastier than buying a Domino's or anything like that. So we made that, made sure that we were straight in the hot tub when we got there. That was great. Had some Prosecco. I feel like when you're in a hot tub, you get really hot, and then if you're like drinking, it makes you drunk so quickly because I don't know, you get really hot and flustered. And anyway, so yeah, that happened. I'm gonna switch over to a 224 by Zoeva, and I'm gonna take Mugshot, which is that one there. So yeah, that was the first night, and then the second day we went to Grwm because we first started off in Great Yarmouth because I thought, oh, let's see what's about. But like I said, it wasn't really our vibe, and also the weather wasn't great, so you couldn't really just sit on the beach. Like, the weather was lovely, but it was too cold. And the reason I booked in May was because we had a beautiful May last year when I took Jack away, so I thought May was the perfect time because I thought it would be heating up by then. And sod's law, it was like 13 degrees, so definitely not beach weather. So we went over to Grwm, which is known for crabbing. So we went to Grwm, went on the pier, bought a crabbing net. If you follow me on Instagram, you would have seen all the fun we were having. We bought some rock and we were crabbing. Unfortunately, we didn't get any crabs, but to be honest with you, I don't know what we would have done if we got crabs, because we wouldn't have eaten them and we wouldn't want to just chuck them back in because it was quite high up the pier. So yeah, I'm kind of glad we didn't catch anything. And then we had fish and chips, and we went to the pub, and then we went back to the apartment, had another dip in the hot tub because you just have to. And then we went to the dog racing, and I didn't think I'd enjoy it because I thought it was cruel, but to be honest with you, it was honestly so much fun. And the dogs at the end, they just look like they're having so much fun, and they just run up to their owners, they give them a big old kiss and a lick, and it's changed my perception on dog racing, and I won so much money, I can't even tell you. I've never done betting or anything before, but there's this choice where you can decide which 3 dogs are going to be in the top 3. So I chose 1, 2 and 5. So basically 1, 2 and 5 had to be in the top 3, but in any order. So I think I put a couple of pounds on it, and it came in. It was 5, 1 and 2, I think the order was. And I won £17. I was like, oh my God, so good. And then I got 5 wins in a row, and I won so much money, and I paid for the whole drinks just with that money. I thought, bloody hell, I'm so lucky. So yeah, we had a great time. And then we went back to the apartment after that, and another dip in the hot tub under the stars. So we had hot tub in the sun and under the stars. It was great. I'm gonna take my Japonesque 725 brush and the shade Secret. And then the next day we packed up our stuff and we went home. We had some brunch first at this lovely waterside cafe thing. Every time we were in the car, me and Jack love a podcast. We absolutely love a podcast, and we'd started listening to this one called Serial. Now, if you guys are into crime or like murder trials, you will love this podcast, because I have been watching so many YouTubers at the minute on murder mystery. I watch, first of all, Bailey Sarian. She's incredible. She's hilarious. Her makeup skills are just so good. And she talks about murder mysteries. So it's Murder Mystery Makeup Monday. So make sure you go and follow Bailey Sarian, because she's fantastic. And I was introduced to her recently, and I just cannot stop watching her. I binge watched all of her Murder Mystery Makeup Mondays, and then I finally caught up, and now I feel lost without them, because I only get them once a week now, because they're only on a Monday. So yeah, I've started watching her, and we were, like I said, we were listening to Serial, which is about this case, and this guy called Adnan. He was put away in jail 20 years ago. There still isn't solid evidence that he killed this girl called Heyman Lee. And it's this whole case, and this poor guy, personally I think he's innocent, but you just don't know. This guy has been put away in prison for 20 years for a murder he might not have even committed. So we've been listening to that, and so juicy. So anyway, I'm now going to take the shade Boom. Sorry, I've not really been talking through what I'm doing, but you can obviously see what I'm doing. So where was I going with this? And now they've done a series on TV about it on Sky Atlantic, I think. So it's a 4-part series about it, because it's the 20th year this year that he was put away in prison. So we're going to be watching that as well. So if you guys have listened to Serial, or you watch Bailey Sarian, then make sure you comment down below and let me know, because I'm just obsessed with murder mysteries now. I can't even stop watching them. Oh, these eyeshadows are so nice. I don't know what everyone's problem with these palettes were. I think they're absolutely stunning. Look at that copper. I feel like I've just rambled for about, 15 minutes straight. That is what I got up to this weekend. I've got this newfound love for gardening. Me, Jack and my dad have, I'm not gonna lie, I'm actually gonna insert some pictures because I'm so proud of what we've done to our garden. So at the back of the house, we've got this big patch of land where we used to have like our swing set and stuff like that. So everything had grown over with weeds. But anyway, so now we've turned it into a vegetable patch, and it's taken us probably 5 or 6 days to do all of this, and now we've planted all of our vegetables. So we're doing carrots, runner beans, broad beans, peas, what have we got, broccoli, herbs. Oh my god, I'm so excited for everything to grow and flourish. And so yeah, that's been one of my hobbies at the moment, and if you follow me on Instagram, you can keep up with the veg talk. If you're a gardening lover, a bit green fingered, then comment down below. We can start chatting about what runner beans we're growing or whatever. I love it, I love it. Anyway, let's get back to makeup. So yeah, so I'm gonna chuck on some really light eyelashes. Okay, so those are the eyes done. So obviously you use the Morphe palette, very, very affordable. And then I use the Prima lashes in the style 217. These are so, so affordable. I think they're only about £3 or £4. And they're really, really pretty and flattering. So I'm happy with those. Okay, let's move on to foundation. I think I'm actually going to use the Bourjois Healthy Mix Serum Foundation. You guys have seen me use the Fresh Wear Foundation a million and one times, and I'm sure you're bored of me saying it, but I love it so much. And I also really love this foundation too. So I'm going to do a really lightweight base today. I really want my freckles to show through, so I'm actually going to put hardly any foundation on today. I love it when I've got a really heavy eye and hardly anything on my skin. It's just something I love. So I did a poll on my Instagram yesterday. I often do these to find out what you guys actually want to see from me. So if you want to follow me on Instagram and get involved in my polls, please do. But anyway, so I found out you guys love both full glam in-depth tutorials and also easy everyday makeup as well. So I guess I'm doing something right, which is cool. And you also like it when I do more fun videos with Jack and my family. So if you're interested, I just filmed a video with my mum. So that was up last week, and so I'm sure I will have it in the description box down below. You like makeup tutorials more than you like challenges, so that's noted as well. But yeah, like I said, if you fancy getting involved in my polls and decide you prefer makeup challenges more than tutorials, make sure you go and vote that, and hopefully some people will agree with you. But yeah, I love doing polls on my Instagram just to find out what you guys actually like watching, because obviously there's no point in me making videos if you guys don't want to watch them. But also the fact that I like to create them as well, that's also really important to me. So yeah. Anyway, so that is that. I did one pump and I've literally used half. So let's go on to concealer. Okay, so I'm going to be using my Sleek Life Proof Concealer. And my funny, I'm not sure if I like the light in the background. I think it's making me a weird colour. I'm using the shade 5 because I'm not going to be using too much concealer today. I'm just going to use it to cover any darkness that I might have. So I'm using the smallest amount and on some spots as well, because shade 3 is more of a brightening colour and shade 5 is more of a covering, matching colour for my skin tone. Oh, if you're interested, the Healthy Mix serum is in the shade light beige for me. I'm so annoyed about the colour that I am on camera, it's so annoying. So actually I've been using a brush when I want more of a natural looking skin. Brush sort of buffs it into the skin and doesn't give me as much coverage as a sponge, I find. I find a sponge makes the product like really press into the skin, whereas I just want to buff this and just cover a little bit of the darkness. I find when I've got hardly any foundation on my actual skin, and then when I put a lot of concealer underneath my eyes, it just looks really, really cakey and not natural. So I don't mind if a little bit of my darkness comes through if I'm wearing really natural skin. Now for some powder, so I'm just going to take my Maybelline Matte Maker, just the smallest amount underneath my eyes and in the T-zone as well. but again, I'm just sort of buffing that in. I'm not really pressing it in. I don't really want a powdery finish as such. Now for some highlighter, I'm gonna go for the Revolution Jelly Highlighter in the shade Prestigious. Prestigious, that's so hard to say. And I'm gonna take my Japanese 71 brush, and I'm just gonna take a little bit off the lid. I love these jelly highlighters, I think they're fab. And I'm really gonna buff this into the skin. It just looks wet rather than highlighter on top of the skin. And I love this highlighter when I'm going for a natural skin because it really does become part of the skin. Oh, isn't that nice? And this was about £3 or £4 and you get so much in there because obviously you only need the smallest amount because it's a jelly. It's just the weirdest consistency, but I bloody love it. Next, for some bronzer. Oh, me legs numb. NYX matte bronzer. Ah, we're back to normal shade. How did that happen? I hate this camera, it's so annoying. So, medium matte bronzer by NYX, and I'm gonna take my Zoeva brush and I'm just gonna boop, boop, and just ever so lightly. This is where it starts to come to life. Obviously we've got a bronzy eye, we now need some bronzy skin. And the difference between bronzer and contour is that you put bronzer on your cheekbone where the sun would naturally hit it, whereas contour goes underneath the cheekbone to give you some definition. So we're going to do bronzer in a 3 shape around the face, but then just merge it all together. And then I always like to put some right across the bridge of the nose, and that gives the bronzy illusion, because obviously you get hit on the nose by the sun. Look, can you see the difference already in my face? So nice. I always have to have a bronzy forehead. Makes me severely upset when I don't because I feel very pale. God, this bronzer is powerful, isn't it? I love the fact you can still see my freckles as well. And of course we're going to re-intensify them. It'd be rude not to. I'm just going to go back over with my foundation brush just to make sure everything's lovely and seamless, nothing's too harsh. Maybe strip back some of the bronzer, I've gone a bit crazy with it. Oh yes, girlfriend. That is some lovely bronzy skin, right? Now for some blush. So we're going to go for the Milani Luminoso. Very affordable. I think this is about £9 or £10, which isn't like crazy Makeup Revolution affordable, but nonetheless, still Drugstore. I'm just pressing that on the apples of my cheeks. And I love the fact that that has got a little bit of a glow and it just continues on from the highlighter. Okay, so I think that's the skin pretty much done. Actually, I'm gonna do freckles now before I forget because I always forget to do freckles on camera. I'm gonna have a grape first. We've gone back to orange, guys. This camera is really irritating me. Oh, we're going back? Okay, so I'm actually going to be using the NYX Cream Contour palette. I love this palette. And I'm going to be taking a little liner brush. This is an Urban Decay one. And I'm going to take the coolest tone one in here. So it's going to be that one. I really like a cream product for my faux freckles because I feel like it looks quite natural and you can tap it out quite easily. So I'm just going to sort of warm the product on the back of my hand just to make sure that I haven't got too much on the brush when I go in first. I'm going to take a close-up mirror so I can see what I'm doing, and I'm pretty much tracing where my actual freckles are, just making them more reinstated, and then you can tap over them just to make them a little bit more faint because obviously we are wearing makeup, there's no doubt about it. We don't want to make them look like they're really prominent because that's when they start to look really fake. It's just really about reinstating them. You can do different shapes, different sizes. Okay, and my freckles actually go up onto the tops of my cheekbones, which I love. I think that's so cute. And I'm just going to tap them. And this is pretty much the last step to my skin. And then you can do a little beauty mark as well. I tend to do a little beauty mark on this side. Boop, boop. Oh, so cute. Okay. Okay, so that's my little faux freckle routine. So now let's finish the under eyes. So I'm actually just going to take same 228 Zoeva. Just pop that underneath the lower lash line. And I'm not going to be worried about how messy I'm going. Love these lashes, they're super fluttery and cute. And then I'm going to take my 227, same colour as before, I think it's Mugshot. And then sometimes, you know what, I don't actually put too much darkness underneath my eyes, so all I'm going to do is a little bit of mascara, which is my L'Oreal Miss Baby Roll. I wore this yesterday on its own, first time in ages, and I forgot how bloody amazing it is. You can really build it up, or you can just have a light kiss of mascara. What I've been doing with my eyebrows recently, if I can bloody find it, here we go, is, unfortunately this is not Drugstore, but I cannot find a duplicate because it's just that good. I'm orange again, fantastic! So, it's the Urban Decay sub version, so all I've been doing is whacking this through my brows, because I'm super lazy with my brows now. I can't be bothered to be spending even 5 minutes on them these days. But if you're more of a pencil gal, I would definitely recommend the NYX Micro Brow Pencil, but my favourite is the Precision Brow Pencil. I love that one. Makes it super easy to just whack on your brows because it's a flat tip rather than a fine point. But yeah, NYX, I would say, do the best eyebrow products in the Drugstore. And I'm going to take my NYX brow mascara in the shade, I think this is Brunette. Yeah, Brunette. Just lightly buffing that through the brow. Just makes my hairs a little bit darker and a bit volumized. Can you see the difference already? Oh, so good. I try not to have too much product on the brush when I'm doing this because you can get some fatal blobs of gel in your eyebrows, which are very difficult to get out once they are down, like that blob that I've just done there. Oh no, I've done it again. I literally just said to myself, it can be fatal, you need to be careful. But I suppose it's a good thing because then I can show you how to get it out. I'm happy with them brows, just quick and easy, you know. Right, how to get them out. You need a spoolie, which is actually my NYX Precision Brow Pencil. And then you just brush through and hopefully that should get rid of your clump. Oh, love it when a plan comes together. Now let's finish with lippies. I am just obsessed with almost foundation looking lips, or a your lips put better colour on my lips. I tend to go for Stark Naked by Urban Decay, as we all know. So that's the colour of Stark Naked. I don't know if this is similar, but yeah. So that's Stark Naked, and that one's the NYX one. I think it's in Nude Suede Shoes. It's the Slide On Glide On ones. They're super creamy, super gorge. This NYX one is a little bit more pinky, which I actually really, really like. So isn't that just such a good colour? It's just such a great colour. And then I'm just going to finish off with a little bit of lip gloss. And personally, I would say NYX do the best lip glosses, full stop. And also the Dose of Colours one, I love that one. This one is in the shade Tiramisu. This is one of the butter glosses. I also really like their intense butter glosses and then lip lingerie glosses. Gorge. I am literally obsessed with this look. I love it. So good. I think I'm finished, you guys. Actually, I'm just going to finish off with... What am I going to finish up with? What am I going to finish up with? I'm going to go for the Armed and Gorgeous palette. And I'm going to take VIP and Guilt Trip mixed together on my pinky and just pop, pop. I just spruced it up a little bit. It's probably unnecessary, but anyway. This is the finished look. What do you think, you guys? Just goes to show that you don't need all the expensive products in the world to create a gorgeous bronze goddess look for the summertime. I'm literally obsessed with this look. This is just like a classic me look. I love coppers and oranges on my eyes. I feel like it really makes my eyes pop. Glossy lip. I haven't gone for a glossy lip in a long time, but I think the skin just looks insane. If I do say so myself, I just love it when it is freckle season. Do you guys as well? Because I bloody do. Love it. But anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and if you did, make sure you give it a huge thumbs up, subscribe and all that jazz. I'm Eloise, this is my channel, and I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you in the next one.